Love to hear we have a boards fan already in the group. It's incredible. Everyone wants to put in the chat. I'd love to know where everyone's joining me from. I'm in New York, but I'd love to hear where everyone is. I'm sure you're spread out. Okay. Florida, amazing. More Florida. Very cool. Wow. Okay, Canada. We're global. We're global tonight. Stacy, I live in Brooklyn. So kind of New York City by some people's minds. Virginia, Texas. Okay, born in Long Island. Amazing. Love it. Crown Heights. Okay, not super far from me actually. Maybe like a 25-minute bike ride or so over to Crown Heights. Also, for the group that's here now, if you use boards and you love boards and you feel like you know how to use the platform, drop a 1. If you don't use boards, right? Or you maybe know you have a lot more to learn about boards, why don't you drop a 2 in the chat? All right, I see a 2 times 5 from Stacy. Amazing. You're going to be learning a lot tonight. Great. So I'm glad to see we have some new folks to boards. Brand new to boards. Okay, incredible. For anyone that doesn't have boards currently downloaded on the app, this might be a good time to go ahead and just set yourself up with an account. Again, this is a presentation. It's going to be recorded, so you will be able to watch this back and go through, but it would be helpful to have an account set up if you can. I see we still have people joining. So Tammy, I'm going to give it till 6:02. Think that makes sense? Cool. And then we'll get started. Stacy, absolutely. Stay to the end of the training. All right. And you'll see we have a special offer for you thanks to Tammy. It should only be about 30 to 40 minutes. Depends how quick my brain's moving tonight. What does the app look like? Tammy, I don't know if you're a iPhone or Android user.
I'm Android, and so it's a B.
Yeah, it's a white box that says boards. Stacy, I'd recommend you open that on your app store on your mobile phone, and we'll talk about this in a few minutes. You can use boards on your laptop. You can also use boards on your mobile device, but you'll see once we start going through this training why you're going to want to be using it on your mobile device. Yes. Thank you, Heather. White box, boards with black letters. That is spot on. Melissa, you have it on your iPad and your iPhone. Incredible. Cool that you work from your iPad. Is it boards, business, keyboard? Yes. Yes, Kimberly, that should be it. So I'm going to be sharing my screen and presenting. Please use the chat. I will host a live Q&A at the end for any questions that aren't answered throughout the presentation. Feel free to post them in the chat. I will get back to them closer to the end of the training. All right.
Okay. Guys, I am so excited for tonight because I know that this is one of our most asked questions. How do we use the boards inside of the 14-day reset duplication model? So Abby is incredible. She is a industry growth expert at boards. And what she noticed was analytically behind the scenes, they were like, hey, why is this board blowing up? They messaged me because I designed that board, so I own that board. And I just said, hey, we're creating this new system. And she said, hey, I think I can help you guys organize it a little bit and do the training for you. So she's going to take it away. She's going to completely train us on this. And I am super excited if we have the opportunity at the end to ask some questions, but let's take some notes right now and just be fully engaged. Take it away, sister.
Thanks so much, Tammy. And Tammy, interrupt me at any time, chime in with specifics to the team and the rest of the group, please share in the chat. So give me one more moment and I'm going to pull up our presentation and we'll get started. All right. See a few more people are joining as well as we're here. Will there be notes from the presentation, Brenda? There will be a recording. If you joined late and didn't hear that, we will be recording it and sending it out. Okay, without further ado, I think we're ready to go. Can everybody give me a wave, a thumbs up, etc. if you can see my screen? Tammy, Stacy, amazing. Julie, thank you so much for the thumbs up. All right, as Tammy already said, I'm so excited to be hosting this training for you tonight. Again, if you can't see, if you're not here, this is recorded for you. And also the team, I'll send you the link. Feel free to share it out to other team members and folks that you work with to benefit from this board's training. Okay. So what will you all gain from the training tonight? We're going to go over, of course, what boards is. I'm going to show you how to better leverage this amazing business tool and show you how it can make you work efficiently, quickly, easily, and of course, share from the 14-day reset board, the incredible board that Tammy created very, very easily. Okay. We're also going to talk about the board's keyboard. Okay. That's an important part of this. And then again, at the end, stick around. We're going to have a special offer for you, and we are going to have that live Q&A. All right. Okay, so I saw a mix of ones and twos in the chat, right? Sounds like we have some experienced board users, right? And we also have some people that are brand new, which is an incredible space to start from. And truly, if there's two things I want you to walk away from this session, for anyone who's, brand new or newer to the business, think of boards as your BFF, okay? It's your sales companion. And boards is always in the palm of your hand, right? Because you're accessing it on your mobile phone. You can also access it on desktop. We'll talk about that in a minute. If you are a a team leader, right? Or you're beginning to build a downline and a group, you can also think of boards as your duplication system, right? You have the ability to take all of your know-how, all of Tammy's know-how, everyone's, that is logged in the boards and share that out, okay? So again, it can be your sales companion. It's also going to be your duplication system. So I want to talk about quickly, why does boards actually exist? Like why did we build this amazing app in the first place? Well, we know that network marketing and direct selling has specific challenges, right? You are all working on the go. That's part of one of the perks and amazing parts about being in this industry, right? But sometimes that can cause some time-consuming actions. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever find yourself trying to communicate with a customer or a prospect and you find yourself having to go into your photo gallery, when where you have all your stored images and trying to find the right one to send. Or you have to go into your notes app. And I personally, I have probably thousands of notes in my notes app and trying to copy and paste. Okay, I see a bunch of ones coming in, right? So it can be really difficult to try to find different content and send it, okay? So these are time-consuming actions, right? And, you don't want to be repetitive. You don't want to be wasting time because we all know time's money and you don't want to be losing sales in that process. Okay. So that is why we built boards and why I'm here presenting with you today. Okay. So I mentioned this. There are two ways to use boards. First is on the mobile phone. So earlier, some folks were asking, what does boards look like? I personally am an iPhone user. So again, you can go up to the iPhone App Store, search boards, business keyboard, go ahead and download it. Not an Android user, but it is the same experience on the Google Play App Store. So again, if you don't have boards yet, go ahead and sign up now for this business tool. We also have on the right side of the screen, boards desktop. Okay. So it's a few differences, but again, it's really a mirror image of each other, right? Allison, I'll answer this question in live time. Boards is best used through the app, and I will show you why in a few minutes, but you always want to be using boards as an app. And we'll also be talking about the board's keyboard as well. Okay. So before we talk about the 14-day reset board and the amazing board Tammy has created, I want to quickly go over what a winning board looks like, right? There might be an instance where you need to make a board for your personal use or you want to. So let's make sure we cover the basics of what a board looks like first and give the general overview. Here you have a board. This is pulled up on desktop. This board here is the place for you to centralize, or Tammy or a team leader to centralize all of your content. Okay. You'll see here we have a video. This is an image. We have scripts, etc. Okay. So this is a content hub and a really easy place to find everything you need. Because to the point we just talked about, where all of you were responding about how hard it is to find your content, Boards streamlines it in one place. Let's look at the mobile view, okay? So Allison, this is what the mobile view will look like within the actual, okay? You see, it's a mirror image between the desktop and mobile, because of course you want to be able to access the same content of your board on your phone and on your desktop. We'll also be talking about, again, the board's keyboard, okay? This is what really enables you to be out there chatting with people on, you'll see these icons, right? Facebook, WhatsApp, email, Messenger, the list goes on and on. Anywhere that you can type a message to someone, you can use the board's keyboard. And I will be showing you more about that soon. So let's go through the flow of actually creating a board so you have a sense of how the app works and some of the content you can store on your board. For anyone that just downloaded boards, right? Amazing. Tammy just made a great point. You can share content in Project Broadcast from the board's keyboard. So that's an important point to call out. Thanks, Tammy. So for anyone that maybe just downloaded the app and is looking at a boards page for the first time, you don't have any boards yet, right? You haven't joined Tammy's board, which I'll have you do soon, and you haven't created your own board. So very simple, easily right in the middle, you'll see this create a board button. And again, don't feel pressured to follow along quickly now. Of course, the recording is there for you. Once you click create a board, you get to name it. Anyone who's a current board user knows that we at Boards, we are obsessed with emojis, okay? Like absolutely obsessed. Pick an emoji, pick something you love, add some little flair and personal design to it and name your board. And now you have a named board. It's called My Team's Board, but there's no content in it, right? It's a blank canvas. You can do anything you want. And there's one button you really need to focus on, which is the plus button, okay? This is where you're going to be able to add your messages, your images, prompts for other systems, PDF files. The list goes on and on. So this will be once you start adding this content, this will be the last time you have to access it outside of boards. Once you get your information into your board or looking at a team board, you're never going to have to go back to your photo gallery again. You're never going to have to go back to your notes app again. You have it all stored here. Here's an example of getting started from your blank canvas. To keep things extremely organized, I want to go ahead and start a folder first, okay? So here are some different content types, right? Video, PDF, etc. But let's start with a folder. I'm going to call it My Business. Let's add some pieces of content I need for my business. So again, we're in our board, my team's board, and now we are creating a folder where we're going to add some content. Okay, so here's the look at your board, and here's your first folder, My Business. When we click into the My Business folder, and you'll see how incredibly we have some folders that are pre-created for you on the 14-day reset. You'll see that within the folder, you're going to want to start adding content. And Shelly, absolutely. So many people are using Dropbox to go and find things and send them. This is an easier, simpler version of that. All right. So use the plus button and let's see what I want to add first. Text, right? And Google Drive too. Yes, Melissa. So we'll add some text because it's an opening script, right? Hey, I want to share some information about my business. Copy that in from your notes app, write it. You now have your first script and piece of content in your folder, in your board. Well, that's not all you need for your business, right? We can't just send, it's not just scripts. Let's add something else. Let's add an image, okay? Same exact flow, black plus button. You guys get the drill. It's a black plus button. Select the content type and upload that to the board, okay? Or the folder in the board. When you click to add an image, it will go right to your gallery. You're going to select an image you want and upload it into that folder, okay? Last time you're going to have to do this. Once they're uploaded, they are accessible at your fingertips, which we'll show you in a few minutes. So now look at, here's your My Business folder. We have a script and an image we can send. Let's do a video. Oh, excuse me. We also have a video content type as well. Paste in a link, right? YouTube, Vimeo. Label it. Now we have a video within our board. And Camellia, I hope I'm saying your name right. In a few moments, you will see the template of the 14-day reset board, which is already created for you, and see how to join it. Allison, technically, yes, just for this demonstration, we're looking at a free version, but there will be an offer at the end to show you boards business, because that's where the real value of boards is, in my opinion, and we'll get there soon. Okay. PDF, last one. I just like to show it a few times so we all know how to do content. Plus button, your favorite button, PDF. Now you have a PDF, an image, a video, and a script within your folder. Of course, right? So now within the board, you've got My Business. Let's add some other folders, different campaigns, different initiatives. You get it. Divide things, organize as you would like to and what makes sense, all right? So let's just say you create a board and now you want to share it, right? If you you want to have your team or other people you work with to use your board and get your know-how and the content you put into your board to others. Very simply, you'll see right at the top, add members, couple different ways to add members, shareable link, or if you know their email address, you can enter the email there, and there you go. They will be able to join your board. Okay, once they click that, they'll see an image, or excuse me, a landing page, fill in their email, and they will be a part of my team's board. Okay. So let's get into the 14-day reset board. Okay. How many people are already a member of this board and using some of the content? You want to drop a one or a Jackie joining us late? Go ahead and scan this QR code if you have boards, and you'll be able to make sure you join the 14-day reset board. Thanks so much for joining us. Okay, amazing. So it seems like most people are already a member of this board, which is incredible. If you are not, I'm just going to wait another few moments and make sure you join. Tammy, someone asked for the link to the board. If you could, go ahead into the app and grab that URL and post it in the chat when you're able, that would be great. Okay, let's continue on. Amazing. Glad people are able to join. All right. Now that you're a part of the 14-day reset board, let's start selling from it. Let's start using all this amazing content and get out there to customers and start winning. Okay. So Tammy set up an incredible flow for you within the board. Okay. So if anyone's looking at the 14-day reset board, you'll see that in the top left corner. First thing she asks, this board asks you to do is open up ChatGPT and enter a prompt to give you a story to go ahead and post. Okay. So everyone, use your imagination here a little bit with me. You've gone ahead and you've posted that prompt onto your social media. Okay. So you're on Facebook, wherever you like to communicate. You've posted that prompt. And now you have someone that liked the prompt, someone that was interested. They were very interested in the health journey story that you posted, right? And they're ready to talk to you and learn more. We're going to call her Olivia. Okay. Everyone meet Olivia. In the bottom left corner. So again, right now you're in Messenger, and I'm going to speak for Apple users. In the bottom left corner, you have a globe. Okay. Tap that globe and you will be able to access the board's keyboard. And don't worry, we have, of course, resources that if anyone has trouble for some reason, show you how to make sure the keyboard is accessible. Okay. But once you tap into that keyboard, look what happens on the far right of the screen. Okay. Now you're talking a completely different language. You're talking boards, right? All your ABCD went away. And now you are looking at the 14-day reset board. All right. Allison, try to go into your settings and then into keyboard settings. But I don't want to spend time now. We can talk in the Q&A or after. Okay. Amazing. Okay. So Olivia, she was engaged. She liked that post you shared, right? You went to ChatGPT, you put in your prompt, and you posted your first social post. Hey, I enjoyed your health story. How can I get started? Okay. So you've gone through ChatGPT, you posted your prompt, and you shared it. So now it's time to start engaging back with Olivia. Rather than going in your notes app, Dropbox, Google Drive, just click right here. Boards already has it right in your keyboard. All of the follow-up questions you can ask to start engaging with her, okay? Tap into the step 3 questions folder and look what you have now. You have 6 different options, or Tammy, however, what you recommend, or however many you have in your folder, what you can send back to open up that conversation, okay? Again, this is just an example I'm using for the presentation. You guys are the experts out there in your business, but this is an example I chose. Hey, Olivia, and you'll see at the top, it says name. So you have the chance to personalize the message. We'd write, Olivia, I think this is a system that might help you, yada, yada. I want to ask you a few questions. And now you are engaging in that conversation directly from the keyboard. You drop a 3 in the chat if you think the keyboard looks useful. If you think that this is something that would save you time, or a 3 for those that maybe have already been using the keyboard. Let me know. Dr. Brown, thank you with all the exclamation points. Amazing. Jacqueline, amazing. You already been using the keyboard, so you're an expert here with us. You already know how simple it is. Brenda, don't worry. You can always go back and watch the recording. Once you get the hang of it, it's actually extremely, extremely simple. Okay. So make sure we get you there. All right. Next step. Okay. We have a limited offer for you. Okay. Because Tammy was kind enough to set up this training, and you all clearly are super passionate about your business and selling and being out there, I want to offer you Boards Business. Okay. I think some people mentioned at the beginning, you're on the free plan. Free plan gives you a few things, right? If you are just starting out, very basic entry level, lets you send from the keyboard once or twice, lets you have a few boards, but the business plan here is what's going to create the ability to share from the keyboard and have many boards. Okay. So if anyone, doesn't have boards yet, take advantage of the 50%. If you're on Boards and you're on the free version, amazing time to upgrade because of this training. And if you're on Boards Business and you're paying monthly, feel free to cancel your monthly and then re-sign up with this plan, right? So then you'll start paying 50% for those next few months. Allison, this is for the annual plan. Jolene, happy to help. Angel, I maybe Tammy can answer that question for you about Android. I only know how to use my iPhone, but I am also going to be dropping the link in just one moment. Okay. I'm staying attuned to the chat. I'll bring this back up in one moment, everybody. I'm going to get you the code here for the chat as well. Here's the code. Sometimes the codes can be a tiny bit finicky, okay? So if you have any issues, just try refreshing it, okay? And trying again. If you're already on Boards Business, this doesn't apply to you, right? So this is for new people. Yes. So Allison, 50% off. Krista, absolutely. You can use Boards with LinkedIn. Yep. Anywhere you're typing to people, you can enable that keyboard. Okay. I want to thank everyone for the time and attention and open it up to some questions. Krista, I'll start there. Absolutely. Boards is also an amazing tool for your desktop computer. Okay. Let me put the code back. Yes, we can do the Q&A from this page. Kimberly, on Board Business, you're good to go. Free plan does have limitations, but the business plan, you can do anything you need to. Katie, I scanned the QR. I'm also going to drop my email, okay, for anyone in the chat. If you're having any specific email issues, reach out to me. You know how to find me now. Here you go. Stacy, absolutely. Anyone watching this recording, you will be able to scan the QR code. And I also want to remind you that I put the link in the chat, and I'm sure Tammy will share that out wherever the recording is as well. Okay, I'm going to take a break from the chat for a moment. Jolene, I would love to hear your question.
Thanks. So I don't know how to get that clapping thing off, but anyway, so ignore that later on. But so I would just want to go sign up, and so I'm a member of the free boards. Do I sign up, sign in? How does that work? Because I heard you say if you have a business, then you would just re-sign up, but certainly don't want to lose anything that I already have on there.
Absolutely. So if you're on a free plan, correct?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're on a free plan and you're logged in on your device, when you scan that, you should go to a page that has you upgrade rather than, start something new. You would be able to upgrade.
Oh,
okay.
It just went to a sign up page. Can you see that? There's board sign up.
Can you click below that to sign in?
Sure.
Carla, I'll tell you this, Boards is created specifically for network marketing and direct selling, period. This was created for this industry. We work with top leaders from all of the leading brands and are trained specifically to help you in this space. That is why this is set up the way it is. And I hope that answers. Melissa, if we cancel business and re-sign up, no. If you cancel your business plan, do not delete your account. Do not delete your account. If you cancel business and downgrade to free and then re-upgrade to the business, you will not lose any of your content, okay? Just don't delete your account. That's the only way that you're going to lose content. Kimberly, absolutely. You can drag and drop folders within the board to organize them. And to take it one more step, you can even move folders from one board to another board if you need to, okay? Angel, when you are logged in, Tammy put the link into the chat. Oh, Tammy, very fast, amazing. Tammy, just click that link that she responded to your comment right there. Allison, thanks for joining. See you later. Who else has questions? Stacy, someone joins your, no, absolutely. No, Stacy. So if you have a board and you invite someone to your board, on the free plan, you're allowed to access 3. Okay. So as long as it's not the 4th board they're joining, they will be able to see that content. They won't be able to use the keyboard as much as folks on the business plan, but it does not require you to pay to join a board. Absolutely not. For folks just starting out, you can use the free plan. I'm also going to turn it over to Tammy for a moment because I think it's really important that we see some of the information on the reset board, okay?
I did it, I paid for it, but it won't upgrade on my boards. It goes back to being the free.
All right, Julie, this shouldn't be the case. Okay. Are you sure? And you upgraded right there through the through the link?
I scanned the code, put in my credit card information. and paid the 59 something for the year.
Okay,
And then it wouldn't open for me.
that shouldn't happen. Okay, give it a minute or two, refresh, right? Maybe close out of boards. Definitely should be the case. So again, I also put my email. If you have a specific issue, let me know. And Tammy, do you want to take it away with some information on your board?
Yeah, and you guys can in the chat, like she said, she just put her email. So if you guys have any issues, please reach out. That is what they're there for, to help us work through any glitches. Okay, I hope you can hear me good. So this is our board for some of you who have not seen it yet. Congratulations and welcome. This aligns with the How to Share 14-day reset website that was created for you to duplicate in your business. And that is why you will see it says step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. That all aligns with the website so that it makes sense over there, and then you come over here, you know exactly what to do. Another thing that we built out for you is private message scripts, so that when you have anybody engage on your social media, not something super glitchy, when you have anybody engage on your social media, if they like your comment or like your post.
Hey, Tammy, I'm sorry. You're not coming through clear at all. And just in case there's something that you can do to change that, I'm not sure.
Hey, Melissa, is there any way you can share screen and I will talk over you? So guys, I travel full time and we are in an Airbnb. And if you've been on a Zoom with me in the last week, you know why you can't hear me. Just give us a second. I'm gonna see if somebody can share screen who has access to the board, because that is what you need to have, but I can't talk and share at the same time. It's been a great week and a half. So fun. It's clear now because I'm not sharing. The second I start sharing, you basically lose me.
Tammy, do you want me to go ahead and
Anybody? That would be fantastic.
All right.
Yes. Can you share your screen?
I sure can.
And then you know exactly where
I do, but
you need to go.
You're the expert on this board, so you direct me as needed, but give me one moment. We're gonna make sure we can.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Alrighty.
So much better. Look, and now you can hear me and see it. Okay, so if you'll click on the PM scripts, I just want to give you an example of what we've built out for you. A lot of people create content on social media and then do not know how to engage to get leads and actually have conversation with people. So we've built all of that out for you. And just like Abby was showing you, it's now going to be on your keyboard where you just go into a private message, you just click it. If they liked your post, you know exactly what to say. Okay, can you go back? And then click additional links. So in here, we have organized all of the links that you need for the 14-day reset. So this is the website, sneak peek, when people say, hey, I'd love to see some more testimonies, the Zoom calls, printout pages, the Facebook group, the leader group, the meal plans, class PowerPoints, scripts, anything that has a link that you will be using consistently, we've put into this board so you never have to go search it again. Okay, go ahead out. Then Abby actually helped us do the testimonials and organize those a little better at the bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
So what we did was we put them in one folder. So now you have all of these testimonies in one folder. Yes, we understand that this is non-compliant. We are not using these words on social media. What I'm doing is I'm categorizing them for you to be able to go find testimonies in that group of problem for you. Okay. So again, that's why, anyway, so you can click on, this would be all weight related. So you can scroll forever. I don't want you to get overwhelmed, But what I want you to do is give you an option. If you have a kid, if you have somebody of color, if you have a female, if you have a male, if you have an elderly person, we are trying to have diversity in here, and completely every month we add more and more. So there's things in here, if you want to go back, you know, so if you find your person's problem, which as you walk through the reset page on how to share, your job is to find their problem. So then when they tell you their problem, we're trying to make it as easy as possible and as organized as possible to put all of the problems in categories for you. So you don't have to go searching, because your job as a network marketer is to go out and network with people. I want you to spend less time looking for graphics, looking for write-ups, thinking about what you're doing. This is designed to take time off your hands. Somebody had asked what's the difference between Trello and boards. And yes, I'm going to upset at least one person on this call that I know of. I don't use Trello because Trello is basically an organizational tool that I spend time on. And could it save me time because I'm more organized? Yes. But it's not actually doing a task for me. When I look at boards, it is doing a task for me, meaning my thumbs no longer have to move. I can just do, with the click of 3 buttons, I can fill in scripts, I can find graphics, I can send the link. Everything is there for me. It is taking that monotonous, like, where did I put everything, and putting it all into one board for me. And then it's duplicatable to my team, which is our biggest goal. You can give this board to people on your team, and they can then know, how do I write back to somebody in social media? How do I ask them questions? Everything is already built out for them. Okay, that was my pitch. Thank you so much for letting me share that.
Tammy did it. You explained it even better than I did, of course.
And is there a way that I could see an example of, I don't understand, do you just click on this and it goes to your text? Or what if I'm a messenger? Or what if I'm a project broadcast? That's what I'm not understanding, that connection.
Let me go back. Stacy, give me one moment. All right, can you see where we are inside of Messenger right now? Okay, so what you'll need to do to access the content right within the board Tammy was just showing you is click the globe in the bottom left, access the board's keyboard, and then it will enable you to start sharing. If for some reason the board's keyboard isn't popping up, go to your general settings of your phone, go to your keyboard settings, make sure everything's enabled. And I'm happy to share with you our step-by-step guide to make sure that you have the keyboard enabled. But to answer your question, yeah, absolutely. All of that content Tammy just shared is right in here inside of the board on your mobile.
Right, and then you have that, that is then also not only Apple, but Android as well?
Absolutely. Yep.
Great.
All right. Getting close to time here. I'll give one more minute. Tammy is an Android user. Shelly, it should look like a little mini keyboard. Brenda, yes, the link to the offer is in the chat. Thank you so much, Melissa, for the image.
And how long does the offer stand as well?
So typically our training offers are 24 hours. I went ahead, I actually am giving y'all my personal code. So whenever you need to upgrade, it's available. Okay. So it is there for you. Tammy will share it out and you have access to that code. And you're also welcome to share it. I know even if people weren't able to join the training, right? Or you know some other boards users, feel free to send that over to them. No problem. Okay. All right,
Hey, Abby,
everybody.
I
Yep,
actually have a question really quick.
sure.
So over here, it says, what happens if I make edits on content that Tammy wrote? Does it save? Inside, I'm gonna make the statement, you tell me if I'm true or not. So
Sure.
inside my board, I have not given anybody with the link editing access. So they cannot edit my board because we don't want it to mess up. Okay, great. But if they want to duplicate the board and make it their own, they can.
Absolutely. Okay. So if you're in Tammy's board and you see something you love and you want to edit, first of all, Tammy, yes, no one can edit your content if they do not have editing rights. Okay. If you see something in Tammy's board and you want to, personalize it, add it to your own board, click the top left, you can copy it and move it to your personal board. That's correct, Stacy. It won't update the information inside of Tammy's board. Spot on. Nice job. Tammy Boley, I'm glad this was helpful. Everybody, I really enjoyed spending time with you. You know how to find me. You have my email address. And Tammy, we can always schedule something in the future too for a more advanced session to talk about web pages, messages, additional aspects of boards. But everybody, I hope this was helpful. Okay.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
everybody.
much. We
See ya.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.